what's up you guys, it's Sophie, and today I'm going to be filming a video about graduating in 3 years. I've had some questions recently from you guys about this since I filmed my NYU Day in the Life video. You guys have seen that I am graduating in May, which is really soon, and I'm actually graduating in 3 years instead of 4 years. So I'm going to tell you guys how I did that and kind of all about that process in case you guys are interested in graduating early. It's actually really common to graduate early, especially at NYU. Tons of people graduate early, and there's actually a New York Times article about it recently about how so many people were graduating early that NYU is rolling out some different programs to actually make it easier to graduate early, which is great, although they're doing it as part of their ways to help students save money, which is a little bit sketchy because you should just reduce tuition instead of making people graduate early. But not going to talk about my thoughts on that, but I'm going to tell you how I graduated early in case you guys are interested in doing that as well. So let's just get into it. So first of all, my plan going into college was to definitely graduate 1 semester early. I know tons of people who have done that. It's really common, and I was able to do that because of so many AP credits. That's going to be key to graduating early, is taking a lot of AP classes and actually taking your AP exams seriously and doing well on them. So many colleges don't accept AP credits, and many colleges accept them only if you get a certain score. So basically NYU will accept certain AP exams if you receive a 4 or 5 on the exam, and they took all of my exams except for one exam that they don't accept is, I think, AP Lang, which is an English course. So I think AP Lang is like the only one of mine that they didn't accept. For some reason they just don't take that one, but all of my other AP exams they accepted. So I had over I think I had about 6 classes that I was able to get out of from AP credits. I don't quite remember. I took a lot of APs in high school. Only a couple of them I didn't get a 4 or 5 on, and then, as I said, NYU disregarded AP Lang. So I think it was 6 that I was able to get out of. So because you usually take 4 classes a semester, that's already over what I needed to graduate at least a semester early. So that was always my plan. I highly recommend taking a lot of AP classes. They're cheaper. They're way cheaper than college credits. AP, I think it costs like $90 to take the AP exam versus like the thousands of dollars you're paying for courses in college. So it's totally worth it if you think that you can handle the stress in high school. I highly recommend AP classes, and take your AP exams and take them seriously because they really can help you. And I wish I took a couple more of them seriously senior year that I was not trying as hard on. But so that's the first thing. And then after I'm someone who plans way ahead. So freshman year, after my first semester, I kind of planned out how I wanted the rest of my semesters at college to go. And I realized that it wouldn't actually be that hard for me to graduate a full year early, and it just took some extra planning. So the other things that I did were NYU allows you to get credit for a summer internship. It depends on your major if you're allowed to get credit for one, but for my major you're allowed to use 6 credits towards an internship, and I only used 4 credits towards an internship. So one of my summer internships I received 4 credits, which is the equivalent of 1 course, and so that's like taking 1 summer course, but I was doing an internship, and so that got me another course done that I didn't need to do during the school year. You can also take classes at other colleges, but you have to specifically kind of fill out an application in order to do that. If you wanted to like take a calculus course at like your local community college over the summer, if you were going to be home, you can potentially do that, but you need to fill out some forms once you get here if you're planning on doing that. So an option is to do a summer class or a summer internship where you can get some of those credits. So I did one of those, and then the other thing I did was I took one J-term class. So a lot of colleges will offer a condensed course load over January break. NYU has a pretty long January break. It's about 5-ish weeks, I think. It depends on when your finals are, but they do offer January term courses. So I took one course over this past January term break, and that was one 4-credit course that I took over the course of 3 weeks. It was 4 hours a day, 4 days a week, I believe, and after 3 weeks, that was 1 course there, so 4 credits done in 3 weeks over January break. And I actually wish that somebody had told me to do this freshman year, because freshman year, what was I doing? I had my dorm in the city that was already paid for, so I could have lived in the city, taken a January term class, instead of going home and doing nothing over January break, which, like, you can't really do anything over January break anyway, because it's not, like, that long of a break that you can get a job, but it's not short enough to, like, you still have a lot of time, so it really makes sense to just like do a January term course. I highly recommend it, especially if there's a course that you're worried this goes for summer as well. If there's a course that you're worried you're going to be very stressed out about, it's good to take it over January term or over summer, because then you won't have all your other courses to focus on and you can really put your mental effort into that one course, which is something that I did with my January term course. So those are two things I recommend. I also highly recommend taking 18 credits instead of 16 credits if you can. So 16 credits is the norm here at NYU. That is equal to 4 credit classes, which is the norm. They also have 2 credit classes and 3 credit classes. You can kind of stack them however you want, but 4 credit classes are the majority. And then a lot of my minor courses, so I'm taking a minor in the business of entertainment, media, and technology, and a lot of those courses are actually 2 credits. So instead of saving those for another semester and taking 16, I was able to stack them and take 18 in one semester. And honestly, I didn't find the workload that much more than any other regular semester. I think it's the same amount of cost. So basically you're paying the same amount for 16 or 18 credits. 18 credits is the max that NYU will let you do under the current tuition. You have to pay more if you want to do more than that. But 18 credits and 16 credits cost the exact same amount of money. So you may as well do it, because you're paying the same amount and then you're saving money in the long term. So highly recommend doing that. And it was a combination of all of those things that allowed me to graduate in 3 years. And it's a combination of all of those things that a lot of other people do. You know, people come in with AP credits, people take summer courses, J-term courses, 18 credits, and you combine all those things and you're able to graduate early. And tons of NYU students do it. It's like really common. Obviously, there's pros and cons to graduating early. You can save a lot of money, you can get into the job market before your peers, everything like that. Some people might think you're kind of missing out on parts of college. I don't really find that with NYU, because I'm going to be kind of living the exact same life after I graduate, living with the same people in the same spot. It's not going to be so different, you know. I'm already in New York City, so but that is something to consider if you're on a more traditional college campus. Overall, I think it is really great to graduate early. I highly recommend a semester early. I think a year early is a little bit trickier, and just kind of the logistics of it are a little bit trickier, but graduating semester early is really common at colleges besides NYU, and I definitely recommend trying it if you're trying to save a little bit of money. So let me know all of your questions down in the comments below. If you have any questions about graduating early, I'll be happy to answer them, and I hope you guys like this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!